What is going on? We are back live from Super Bowl 60 Media Row, and we have another Tennessee legend. As a Kentucky fan, I'm getting real beat up today. First, we got Joe. Now we have Hendon Hooker. That was Hooker for Heisman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's
man,
what we were posting.
Video. I will tell you one thing. Even as a Kentucky fan, that video and Hype talking about you and your leadership. I mean, but I appreciate you coming on, Hendon. I'm going to go ahead and stop running my mouth because we have a massive Tennessee fan, and we got a big Tennessee following that wants to hear about you and your journey through Tennessee into the NFL. So take it away, T.
Yeah, Hendon, man, super grateful for you for giving us a couple minutes of your time. Huge catalyst for reviving Tennessee from the ashes that we were in. But before we get to that, from Greensboro, North Carolina, can you talk to us a little bit about what growing up was from a football family? Your dad at NCA&T as a quarterback. What was that like growing up?
Yeah, it was. I wouldn't trade in for the world. Anything that that I have gone through, trials and tribulations, has made me who I am today. But growing up in Greensboro, North Carolina is known for basketball. So a lot of basketball is being played, AAU basketball, traveling everywhere trying to play basketball. So in my mind, I'm thinking, I'm gonna go play basketball.
You're a hooper.
For sure. Like, I'm a hooper. And then I remember maybe like 7th, 8th grade, I told my dad, like, I'm not playing football anymore. I'm just gonna play basketball. And he said, man, as long as you live in my house, you're gonna play football. So my basketball dreams was gone. They weren't gone, but they were dormant. And then just from a young age, I've been groomed to play the quarterback position, whether that be my mom and sister interviewing me in the car, or my dad giving me some fake plays to remember. I still remember to this day my dad, just kind of telling me and my siblings, hey, go pick up a book, read some, maybe 20 minutes, read 10 pages, however that may look. Just try to spend some time reading a book, and it never really dawned on me until I got older and matured, how just reading a book 20 minutes a day, or reading 10 pages has helped me in my football lane, in school, and just in regular day-to-day life. So being here and being able to have a platform, as well as other NFL players, and being here with Stand Together, as they help me map out how I can inspire and impact the next generation of athletes and the next generation of doctors or lawyers, just kind of giving them the opportunity to know that anything is possible. So that's what I'm shooting for these days, and continuing to give back, whether that be football camps, whether that be we just had a Christmas drive at my high school for maybe about 60 students, student athletes, that is, and gave them a few books to read, and gave them a blessing as well for Christmas. So any way that I can give back to my community in a positive manner, that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, and I wanted to talk on the book that you wrote. You were kind of in the early stages of NIL, but you immediately took that and turned it into writing a book. And now that my kids are slowly getting to reading age, and I'm about to get the book for them. And
sure.
Can you tell us the titles? Kind of talk to us a little bit about
ABC
that.
Scripture for Athletes. It's kind of a cool way to not only read, but also improve your faith and getting the word a little bit. I think that book can be for anyone, because it's truly scriptures. It's aligns with the alphabet, and it has some cool animated pictures of me and my brother in high school and college playing football. So a little more appealing to the eye for kids.
Good. Yeah. I'm looking forward to getting through it with my kiddos. Talk about high school. So Dudley High School, won a state championship there. What are some of the lessons that you learned while you were playing there that you were able to even maybe to apply still today?
Yeah. One thing that always sticks with me day in, day out is, do the right thing off the field, then the right things will happen on the field. My high school coach used to always preach that. That was one thing he would say, the ball will find you. So, continuing to do what I'm supposed to do, or be what I'm supposed to be, those lessons, those minute lessons in high school have traveled along with me through these years, and I still preach them to this day. Telling the young guys, you got to do the right stuff off the field. You can't study ball and expect to have a good game. All that goes in hand. So I think between that and just having perseverance and true willpower to push through anything that approaches me is what I learned at Dudley High School.
For sure. Okay, so coming out of Dudley, you choose Vatech.
Mm-hmm.
So what was the appeal? Why Vatech?
Yeah, so Coach Fuente and his staff were at Memphis, and they just put Paxton Lynch into the NFL first round pick, and me, aspiring to be a first round pick, be an NFL quarterback. I'm like, man, I want to do that. And I thought we had the same body type, even though he's 6'7". I thought we had the same body type, and I love the way the offense looked when he was running it. Also, being 2 hours and 30 minutes away from home, I'm still close to home. My parents can come to a game, but not have to stay. But it was close to home. I had some childhood teammates that I played with, there at Virginia Tech as well, and I love my recruiting class. So that's what triggered me to go to Virginia Tech.
Okay, and now come portal time. Settle on Tennessee with Coach Pruitt. Mm-hmm. So first, what drew you to Tennessee with Coach Pruitt, and then once everything happened with him and we switch over to Coach Heupel, what kind of relationship did you establish with him that kind of convinced you to stay?
Yeah, initially it was Coach Jay Graham. That's how that connection started. I remember Coach Graham recruiting me when he was at Florida State. I remember him coming to several of my practices in high school, and just always been a personable guy. Him being from North Carolina already, it was a natural connection. I feel like it's a natural connection anytime I go somewhere. Me and the North Carolina guys in the room just find a way to click, whether if I just met them or if I've known them, over time. But that connection led to me getting on the phone with Coach Winky, and getting on the phone with Pruitt. Then I got on the phone with Bryce Thompson. I got on the phone with Jalen Hyatt. And I got on the phone with Emmanuel Mosley. Now, me and Bryce I got a bone to pick with Bryce because he told me all these great things about Tennessee and how I should be there. And then a week later, he puts his name in the draft. So I was definitely
hit you with the okie doke.
Yeah. But once I was only with Pruitt and Winky for like 3 days.
Yep.
My first week there, and then they got let go. And then next week, I was thrown in the indoor with some guys. Some other quarterbacks were there as well. And the new coaching staff comes in, and I'm like, man, these guys kind of look familiar. And they were the same coaching staff that recruited me in high school at Missouri.
Yep.
So I'm like, oh yeah, I definitely remember. They used to always tease me. Coach Hosley always teases me about how I didn't answer any of his DMs when I was in high school, and I'm like, it was no beef, Coach. My mom wasn't making a trip to Missouri from Greensboro.
Fair enough.
Just that connection from quarterback to head coach, OC, quarterback coach. It's just a true quarterback factory over there. And if you're a Q and you want to be a guy and not be a robot, you go to Tennessee.
Yeah.
Play your game, have fun.
Well, hold on now. Will Stein's at Kentucky now. Hold on now.
No. It's been a while since Kentucky put one out. But no, there's countless guys at Kentucky. My man Barion Brown, I'm sad he left y'all, but I saw he had a great senior bowl. I'm really, really close with Wandale Robinson. We had rehab together for our ACL tears. I think that might have been like his
Wandale massive season, 1,000-yard season, big time.
I knew it was coming. Anytime you get the ball in his hands, he's amazing. So
don't let him turn this into Kentucky.
My bad.
He will try to do that. You can't.
I got Kentucky guys, man. Bam Adebayo, play with Bam. Play with Sasha Kalia Jones.
Yeah, Bam's from North Carolina. That makes sense.
I know you were hooping with Bam growing up.
Yeah. So
that's cool.
Okay, yeah, don't let me steal that. We'll switch it all up.
So with the transfer portal, how did you approach, particularly coming from the quarterback position, leadership in the locker room? Like, obviously, there's kind of an expectation quarterback's going to be the captain and all that kind of stuff. You and Joe are going to be in a competition. So how did you approach leadership?
So initially, when I got there, I didn't even know Joe was coming until maybe like midway of that spring semester, and I found out because Velus Jones was my roommate, and he was playing Call of Duty with Joe. And he went to my room and was like, "Hey man, you know we got another quarterback coming." I'm like, "Who?" I'm like, Joe Milton from Michigan. So I look him up. I'm like, "Man, 1,000 yards in 4 games, 6'5", 250." Like, man, he's incredible. But one thing that I wanted to do was connect with everyone on the team as a person before trying to step into that leadership role. So I just kind of gradually learned guys and gradually spent time with them outside of the building, and then showed them in spring ball that I was a baller and I am a competitor. So that kind of helped kind of give me a good push for my leadership role. And then from then on, it was just my show to run.
From the outside, I loved watching you and Joe's relationship, how close y'all were. Assuming y'all remain close today, but I loved it in the way you both represented. So I appreciate you all for that. One particular football question I got to ask every Tennessee's fans' favorite game in forever, the Bama game. You and Jalen Hyatt, y'all go off, but just talk to me about that game a little bit, please.
Yeah, it was.
I would love to hear about it.
It was amazing. I remember all week I just kept reiterating to the guys, keep the main thing the main thing. This is another day of work. I think we had 4 college game days that year,
Yes.
and so those a lot of big games. There's a lot of electricity going around the campus. So keeping the main thing, and just finish every play. That was the vocal point for the week. But it was my dad's birthday. He said for his birthday that he wanted a win against Bama. We get a win. I go to celebrate with him. Him and my sister jumped over the stands and ran on the field with everyone else. So it was definitely a surreal moment. But I feel like that hopefully Tennessee will continue to win and we can get a win down there in Bama as well.
Hendon, we appreciate your time.
That's what we need next.
We appreciate your time. If you could just tell us about, your philanthropy projects and whatnot, what you got going. You mentioned some of the things you're doing, I think in North Carolina and around. Just shout that out so people know what you're doing.
Yeah. Continuing to have my kids camps where we'll connect, about some literacy points that you can work on to increase, your reading stamina and, just overall reading as well. I'm looking forward to having my camps in Tennessee, around the state of Tennessee, and also in Greensboro, North Carolina. Bring your kids. We'll have a good time. We'll learn football and we'll learn life.
That's awesome. And where can we get that?
I'll plug Bridge. So do you again.
We're coming around there. We're coming around there for sure. I'm pretty sure me and Joe will have our little kids camp out there this year.
That's dope. But go ahead, plug your book real time. Where can they buy it?
You can buy it at hookedonsports.com. And it's the ABC scripture for athletes.
That's awesome. It's good work, man. We really appreciate your time. From Kentucky, Tennessee fans, that's the baseline of our podcast is that region. So this one's going to hit real hard with them. So thank you very much for your time and good luck next season.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you having me.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Best of luck.